Hello, welcome to Crafting Kitty. My name is Erin and it's Saturday. So time for our weekly roundup. So on Saturdays, or I guess weekends, the occasional Sunday, these videos will appear. I like to go through my whips and FOs, any works in progress and finished objects I've done during the week. So let's dive in. Whoosh. Finished objects. I have another pair of sewn joggers I made for my son. Here we go. This is actually the completion of a project. I had bought either 7 or 8 different French terry fabrics to make him little cozy pants. Chomps loves his cozy pants. He's basically 5 going on 75. His entire life is the pursuit of coziness, and I am 100% here for it. But yeah, so I've done this. Basically, I've made one pair out of every fabric for his current size, and I've got quite a bit left over, so I'm going to go ahead, get the pattern set up for the next size up, and he can move into them. Other finished object, I finished my Bod Sparkle Shawl. So here it is. And let me say, when she said she used 3 skeins of this yarn, I had like, do I have the rest of the ball here? Let me see. I might. Yep, I do, right here. This is what I had left over of my third. It was a close call on that last row with the picots, but I love it. I'm showing you the backside. But I love it. But with like a shawl like this where you're turning it, I'm not sure. I think you just pick whichever side you like best for the front and back. But yeah, it's obviously a little warm today for it, but it's a nice little shawl. It's a little shorter than my wingspan, so if I stretch it, it's my wingspan, but I prefer them slightly bigger, but this is so pretty and it'll be so nice for just I need a little hug. Who is it that calls them hug? I am completely blanking. Oh, okay. I will find it and let you know later. I'm sure you guys are yelling at me. Is it Carrie the Yarny? No. Maybe. It's Jax. Creations by Jax. She calls them hugs. I'm sorry, was that aggressive? I didn't mean, he popped in my head. Yes. So those are my 2 finished objects for the week. Let me give you progress report on my Cottage Core Mosaic. This is a crochet along that I'm doing with Kim from Kim's Crochet and Knits, Angela from My Precious Yarnery, and Melissa from Melissa Crochets with Love. They've organized the crochet along, and the pattern is the Cottage Core Mosaic from Little Green Feather. She's just released a couple of new patterns that are so cute. There's like a Halloween kind of housey thing. So adorable. But yes, let me show you where I'm at. I've started my house motif, and I've actually just this morning had to rip out my last row and redo it because of this. This is going to be a tree, and I got a little overzealous with my double crochets here and completely obliterated where the a little tree limb was supposed to start. So ripped back 1 row, did that. I'm using, for my main colors, Red Heart Ombre. They don't have an orange, which was the one flaw in my plan. So I've got the coral. It's a little pinkier than orangier. You know, sometimes corals can lean one way or the other, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's going to look just fine. Once I get the red, you'll totally see that it'll read still rainbow. So there you go. There's the house is 42 rows high. I believe I've just finished row 16. It's the biggest chunk by far, and it's also the widest. So for like all the other motifs, you get 8. The house takes up 2, so there's only 4 houses across the width of my blanket. So here we go. We've got half a house, or a third of a house. I'm calling those Celtic knots, snails, flowers, the teapots. I'm just calling those twirly whirlies. A bee. I think the bee turned out so beautiful. And some little hearts, the mushrooms, and the bottom little cross border. So there we go. Be sure, I believe the 3 channels are going to come out with a an update relatively soon. And if you're interested in the cowl. Next, what else do I have going on? Oh, I finished all 200 of my strips for the playmat that Angela from My Precious Yarnery designed. And beyond that, I have started assembling my squares. And I am either 12 or 13 of 20 done. So this is what you do. You take 10 of these little strips and connect them all together and then weave them into a little square. And this is what I'm on now. This is video 3 of 4. So the first video, she explains the materials you'll need. Second video, she shows how to make the strips. Third video is assembling and then just putting a little 3 round border on. And then the fourth video, I believe, will be assembling the squares and then adding a little border to finish it off. So fingers crossed this will be an FO next weekend. We'll see. And I had told you I had to rip out my dragon scale cowl. It wasn't working out. The yarn didn't suit it, but it's a pattern I still plan to go back to. That's why I still have it in my bag. And I've started the cowl for every season. I found this on Pinterest, which then sent me to the Ravelry link. So I'm sure a search on either will get it for you. And I am I'm not too far into it. They have you use a 16-inch circular needle, which seems small, but I have made this before, so it does stretch to a normal cowl size. It's 1x1 ribbing at the beginning as well, so that just it all together. But have faith in the process on this one. I've just completed my 4th round, and there are 6 rounds of the border. So there we go, and it's knitting up nicely. Like I said, it's just a 1x1. And my final thing, I need to grab it, here we go, is the progress on my wild and free top from Jenn Reeves and IvyBCreates. So here we go. And look at that color change, that ombre. I love it. So I'm getting very close to my, where I need to add my armholes. But look at how fun that is. Let me get a full, so I'm this far in the shirt has used this much of my first cake, maybe half. I am using the Hobie Dahlia, a 2-weight, it's upside down, Hobie Dahlia, and it's a 2-weight. I'm using a 4mm because that's what I used on my daughter's Abigail fairy dress. But I've watched other people's videos showing what they've made it, and I've seen a number other using 4.5 or 5 hooks. So I might be slightly smaller at this point because I'm only using a 4mm hook. But this is the cake, in case you're wondering what the ombre is going to look like. So we start with the lovely cobalty blue, moving into kind of a violet, and then to the black. So this is fun. This is cruising along. It's a nice, at this point in the pattern, I'm kind of at the repeat where the rows are the same. So it's a nice one to just keep going on. And yeah, that is all of my whips and FOs. I'm still working on the Unicorn Utopia blanket, which is my collaboration, the friendship blanket with Ray. But I can't show you because it's going to be a surprise when I send it to her. And then I've also got my temperature blanket, and I've got the Maja cardigan, which I did do maybe 2 rows on this week. I don't think I'll show that until I finish the next repeat of the pattern. But that's that. Let me just do a little recap. This next week is going to be, I'm going to keep it a little fluid in what's going on. So the videos aren't going to be as planned out as they have been. On Tuesday, I will do my drawing for that fabric giveaway. So go back to last Tuesday and enter in that if you want. I'm giving away 10 remnants from my stash. And then, what else? I will do some openings. We are so close to my next milestone giveaway that I don't know when that's going to happen. So I want to be able to slip that video in when we need to, because it's exciting. So next Saturday will be my weekly roundup. I'll do an opening or 2 during the week. Hopefully we'll do that milestone giveaway. If not, it's going to be so soon. I'm excited. Other things to remind you of, all of the videos for the hashtag Fall Fest 22 giveaway should have been posted as of yesterday. So go to Gail Southern Living, look at that playlist, get entered. There was like 57, 58. I think there's nearly 60 channels involved at this point. So lots of opportunities and lots of new channels to find and explore. I've found so many that are just so interesting. Yeah, people are doing lots of stuff out here on the YouTube streets. And I just talked about the fabric giveaway. Go check that out. I have a couple more days on that. And remember, I'm doing the Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight. So this month we are making bod patterns. So, like, whoa, I've dropped my son's pants. Chomps pants. My bod shawl. For example, I could take a picture of this. And I could go over to my Facebook group. If you haven't joined that, please feel free. I've got a post where you can reply with a picture. I do ask that you include like a link to the tutorial or the name of the tutorial, some sort of indication so people can find the tutorial. But I know some of hers always will say like just easy crochet shirt or easy, I think this one was just easy crochet shawl. So the number or a link is super helpful. Yeah, so post a picture there. You can do it on Instagram. We're using the hashtag KK Creator Spotlight 822. It's a little complicated, I understand. And then you can also, if you don't have either Facebook or Instagram, feel free to email me a picture and all of the information. Also let me know if you're willing to have your picture shown in like a slideshow, because maybe I'll do a slideshow at the end. There will be a giveaway component to it. So I'm going to cap it at 3 entries. Send me as many pictures as you want. I love seeing everything you guys make. But if you send me 1 shawl, I'll give you 1 entry. If you send me 2 shawls, you'll get 2 entries. If you send me 3 shawls, 3 entries. If you send me 10 shawls, you get 3 entries. So we're capping it at 3. So, you know, it makes it levels of playing ground a little bit more. You can get a little bump, but also a little more entries for the people who might not have as much time to make a bunch of things this month or haven't in the past. You certainly can feel free to take pictures of older bod things you've made and send them. They don't have to be something you created this month. And I totally understand that sometimes you'll watch the tutorial, but you have to modify it for your body, or, you know, you're just, maybe you're like, ooh, I don't like that border on that blanket. Let me do something else. That's cool. I totally understand that as well. So as long as you can point to the thing that inspired or started you off, that is completely acceptable. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. If not, I'll come back with more updates. It's all fluid, so please absolutely let me know if you have any feedback or anything like that. If at this point it's a mystery prize, I'm going to pick one winner. Depending on the number of entries. If it explodes, maybe we'll do more than one. It's all new. We'll figure this out. Yeah. I feel like there's something else I was supposed to say and I'm blanking, so I'm so sorry. But that's probably a good place to end then. So I will see you later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and yeah, I will see you around.